results today. So we're going to go ahead and get started and do our best. That's all we can do. To kick it off, we've got a pretty good, decent set of heroes. I think Piper is the best of the bunch of these. I think Piper is better than Wonder Waddle most of the time. Waddle can have some very explosive starts that usually can do pretty well, but if you miss on a lot of animals early, Waddle's kind of medium. Piper can't actually miss on animals, and definitely has a much better late game than Waddle typically does, unless you find a lot of polys. So I'm going to go with Piper here. Pretty happy about that. Normally I would be interested in Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. However, the turn 1 poly is pretty much too good for me to pass up. The Mim is interesting here. I think I'm going to not lock. Maybe I lock. We don't really want the tree. We don't really care about the Mim. The only thing that is of any interest is Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, but if we can find a shrink, that's going to be much better. So since I don't super care about the Mim, more than I care about potentially getting a shrink, I think I'm just going to let that go. Unfortunate. Not surprising, but not ideal there. So I think if we want to save health, we take the unicorn and then magic research the unicorn itself. If we want to try and flip the poly, we would want to hit the poly then. Since PM lost round 1, it is unlikely that they were able to use a spell turn 1, but that doesn't mean that they didn't find one for turn 2. We're definitely taking the unicorn for sure, and we're magic researching one of these two. I think we're going to hit the poly. This could be a mistake, but I think we're going to hit the poly in this spot. Perfect. That's pretty good for us. So now we have a 6/6 Vampire. It's a decent start. These are not the most exciting. I think we're going to take like the Black Cat Minotaur here. The poly is interesting, but it doesn't have any stats on it. Minotaur is okay with the Vampire, and Black Cat is certainly better if you do grab the Vampire. So I think we'll take these two. And I think we'll just put the Unicorn in the back as well to sort of try to protect the Minotaur. Could just put everything in the front. Trying to think. So Catter would have had at least one roll for extra stats. The Vampire should do pretty well on its own. We definitely want the Minotaur in the back. If they have a dragon, it's still going to 1-for-1 with the Minotaur, which is probably fine. We can leave the Unicorn in the front to sort of protect the Vampire from getting hit by something big. It's a good hit for us. That's okay. This will trade with either one. Unfortunate that the sure shot lived for 2 shots. I think we win that combat a lot of the time. Alright, so looking at this, we have extra stats on this donkey here, which in combination with the falling stars is interesting. Ideally, we would then need to get rid of the Minotaur if we do that. We would go donkey, pig, falling stars, and then that would summon an extra unit off the donkey, and then we would get a chance at the pig actually being successful. I think that's probably our best bet for this round. Well, it does feel kind of bad selling the Minotaur here, but if we get extra gold out of the pig, it'll probably make it worth it. I kind of want to put the donkey in the back then. We'll summon something to the front. We got the cats. Maybe we do it in the front, since we have the unicorn here to give it an extra health. Fortunately, there's a 9/6 here, so our donkey just dies for free. Looks like our pig did not work. We tried. And they stole probably our big Vampire, which is not ideal. Stag's a good pickup here. I think Stag, maybe Stag Lucky. Trying to think here. Stag Lucky pull cat, Stag do this. So Loki's had a lot of extra economy, it seems like, based on how healthy they are. That would make sense to me. I like Lucky for extra economy. This Black Cat is pretty unimpressive overall. If we do this and prioritize trying to have this stag attack for the extra stats, it is a 4/5 on its own because of the unicorn up here. If we do that, I think the spinning gold makes sense. So I am hoping that this large Vampire, if our stag attacks, is enough to give us the spinning gold, which is potentially likely. The donkey summons nothing extra, and we have an 11/11, which is now a 12/12 Vampire. And with our donkey summoning an extra unit, that may be just enough to be successful with at least the spinning gold. Nice. Okay, so we get the spinning gold, so it definitely makes the chicken sell worth it. Our Vampire's an 11/11 now. I think I'm interested in the stag and the free Minotaur. I don't think I'm going to free roll, because if we find EXP, I'm probably interested. This is nice. We'll get the one with the extra stats on it. Let's see, so we've got Crystal Ball, which is pretty early for Crystal Ball. We have Treasure Map and Haunted Helm. I'm less interested in Haunted Helm because we have the stag that kind of wants to be in this position. Crystal Ball is kind of compelling here, given that we can pick up another pair. I think I like that, actually. We're going to go ahead and pick up the other Lucky. We're going to free roll here. I don't think I'm going to lock going into 4 for this. I believe that a 9/10 is enough to take a hit. So I'm going to put the Lucky in the front. It might be a bit greedy, but I think that it's a big enough unit that, well, I guess not. Hopefully we attack and kill this familiar. Yikes, I guess we're getting beaten up pretty badly here. We'll have to see how this donkey does for us. Brutal. That was a rough combat. Exactly killing the stag there with the 10/10 is less than ideal, I would say. We'll take the pig for another pair. We don't actually have any real royals to support the court wizard. It is only 2, which is a pretty decent rate. Could also pick up the mouse. Given that we are Piper, it gives us a decent chance at a 4 pair. I think I'm just going to roll. We don't really have much evil so far. I think I'm interested in the Telltale Quiver and picking up this Lady of the Lake. Seems pretty solid here. So we can like dump this Minotaur by the Lady of the Lake. We can put the donkey in the front now. I think something like this, which means that we should just sell this for the buff. Could lock for the wish. I don't think we can with how much health we've taken. That's a really rough hit from the Dragon's Nest here. I guess we're going to take some damage here as well. Huh. Maybe the Crystal Ball was a bit greedy. Treasure Map, this would have been a 5 from the pig. This can give us a 4/4, 3/3/3 5. Okay, this is a pretty early friendly, or a nice discount on a friendly spirit. And this is an okay wombat here for sure. Our back row needs a bit of help. Maybe we move these over like so. This donkey is basically useless now. What if we do something like this? We really would like the range to be getting the buff, but I don't think that's viable. Could pick up a good witch. I don't think that's good enough here. We really need another ranged. I don't know if I can run a unit down. I think we have to add something, whether it's the donkey or the lucky. We're going to add the lucky. It is a 1932 white stag. Okay. That's a problem. Looks like we tie, but that's really large. They must have kissed a happy little tree into a stag. This is pretty good. Let's get the upgraded friendly spirit here. We'll see what our buff is. So Reduplicator works with the wombat a little bit. We're probably more for Ring of Rage at this point. And I think we're going to pick up the Sporko, and we're going to either move the Vampire to the front or just replace the pig entirely, which I think is fine. I don't love Ring of Rage. Deck is pretty bad right now, so let's take the Sporko, and I'm probably going to figure out a way to cast this Fireball. I'm not sure that we're going to bother with this donkey yet, so let's do this. I believe we want the friendly spirit to be positioned in front of both. Trying to decide if we want a higher attack wombat or a higher health wombat. Probably higher attack, I think. And let's dump the donkey for the fireball here. If we find some buffs, I'd like to start putting them on the friendly spirit since it's so large. The Medusa is pretty ugly here if it hits our friendly spirit. That's actually fine for us. They do get the Slay, but that's fine. Vampire gets another trigger. We get to shoot one of the ranged for free. And then this will kill it. So we get to keep our pig gold, which is actually really relevant here. Going into tier 5. I don't believe that we want any of this. I'm going to go ahead and roll. I'm going to pick up Cinderella for 2. We have 14 gold, so I think it's fine here. I don't necessarily think that we are shoulder fairies. It is a 25, 11, 25, 15, something like that. It's okay. I don't hate the Wombat here and potentially the Neon. It's basically one or the other. I think we're going to take the Wombat in this instance. And I think we're going to Mix-a-Wizzle the pig in this spot. An upgraded Medusa is decent for right now. I would like to eat something, but it's a bit expensive. It could be the stag. Yeah, I think that's fine. Wasted a little bit of gold there. Took a bit too long on our turn. Hopefully we hit one of these wombats. Ranged unit is nice. It's probably the wrong one, though. Because this Shoulder Fairies is pretty large, because it's upgraded. They also have balls, so most likely that's where they got that. That's a great hit for us if we hit the ranged. Nice. Okay, so they're almost dead. It's kind of somebody else's problem for right now. Could go straight to 6. I think we can go to 6 next turn because we still have this shitty pig, so let's roll. I'm kind of less interested in this except for the trigger, so I'm going to roll. This is probably worth casting because it's a lot of extra stats for this turn. We're going to skip this. I don't hate that, but it's not really where I need to be right this second. Bear's not it. Polly's really not it. Merlin's Test is nice. And our triple Wombat is also great. We could triple the Lucky first. For treasure map. I think it's probably worth it. And we can always skip and sell these two. Alright, so here's the treasure map. We're getting rid of Telltale Quiver. And then I don't think can afford to lock it this turn, so let's reposition. We'll buy it next round. We can put these... let's just kidnap then. This probably should be there. I think I probably should have had the pig in, since it's upgraded. Bit scared of this siren. Really scared of this siren. Maybe we can steal it back. Okay, that's great for us. Well, not great for us because they got one as well, but pretty decent. This shoots here. If we can hit the Shadow Assassin... Unfortunate. Yeah, we got a little fucked on that one. By specifically the siren there. But we did get to kidnap a siren of our own, and we're going to get a tier 7 treasure. So we have Holy Grail or 100 Sword. If we take 100 Sword and we find Good Boy, then that's basically a comp. If we Holy Grail, we're at 17. Then we have some time to probably fill out a comp, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll take the Soul Tack for free and we'll roll. I will... Do we want this Robin Wood? We don't really need this Soul Tack at all. Trying to decide if this Robin Wood makes sense. It is pretty good. Certainly better than this. Yeah, I think we're going to take the Robin Wood. And position-wise, I think it can be like this. And then we'll try for a Grail turn. Hopefully we don't die here. I'm okay taking a little bit of damage, not a lot, a little bit. But ideally, we rather would not take any damage. We have an upgraded Wombat with some extra stats, so... Unfortunately, our Greedy is not particularly useful in this instance. Because we don't need the gold, but we do have the Holy Grail. Okay, so we don't need those. I'm going to focus for a second here. Probably could have bought those copycats. We'll take this. Alright, so there's a Good Boy. Sell this. We can take this. We are going to grab the copycats. Let's get rid of this. Shit, I needed that. Boomer. Alright, so that's pretty good so far. Get this out of here. We'll buy this. We can dump this for this. We can kiss this. Yeah, not a great Grail turn, but we did get a pretty big good boy, which might be enough. This Copycat is really out of position. Hopefully this Friendly Spirit is enough to carry us this fight so that I can position better. We have a very large good boy. I missed some buffs, but it's not terrible. It's, what, a 1526 upgraded one, which is pretty decent. We didn't get any treasures, which is really the big bummer, I think. We will take another one of those. I need to figure out how to position this. We're probably not running this Green Knight anymore. Actually, we're probably never running this Bearstein. Fuck, I don't know. Let's dump this for now. We'll pick this up and roll. I'd like to make this good if I can. I mean, we're going to keep trying to buff this good boy up a bit. Really only permanent stuff if we can get it. So we could run the Copycats. I'd really rather do it if it was upgraded, but I think it's pretty good even without it. We have the Soul Tack too. Position-wise, the Robin Hoods are not that exciting, but I think it's okay. Here's another good boy. I think we'll buy it. Why am I panicking? Chill out, dude. So they have a very large board with the Excalibur here. I think we can beat this, though. An upgraded Copycat would certainly be better than what we've got now, but this one is pretty big, so... Okay, so we've upgraded Copycat. I'm going to look for... Take Hidden Cache for now. We need more Copycats, obviously, but for now we can do this. I think. I'm trying to decide. Let's roll. I don't really think Pigomorph is what we need here. This is more compelling because it's cheaper. Which I do like. If we arrange it like this, we can probably put a good boy in the front. Or put the other good boy in the front. Let's just roll. Alright, let's cast it now. I kind of want to lock for the Drink of Me potion. Since we have the Crystal Ball. We need some help here, I think. Okay, that's fine. Alright, that's great. We should be okay here. They get one spell cast off the book, which probably isn't going to be enough. Three, 6, 7, 8, so 16, 14, sorry. Okay, so we can do the Drink Me potion. No buffs here at all. It's unfortunate. So it's Excalibur versus the Merlin. This Soul Tack has been pretty much exactly what we've wanted. So let's roll. Let's take the chicken roll. We roll. Grab the healing potion just in case. We can probably snag the Hercules now for a tier 6 against the bot. So let's sell these two. We know that we don't need the soul tack against them. So I believe that we can just put Hercules in the soul tack spot or here or whatever. Not casting the spell because we knew that they had a Dark Creeper 2 turns ago. Obviously, we still need to attack with the copycat for this to be successful, but if we do, then we have a chance of getting a tier 6 treasure out of this. Arc probably isn't good enough, but I would take Owl for sure. There's quite a few that I would take, I think. So we'll have to see what pops up. Okay, so this is the Excalibur trees again. I don't think it's Singing Sword. I think it's just Wand of Weirding, and then we'll get rid of the hidden cache at this point. And then we'll roll. So we have double spells. Could take the Lancelot. I don't think we need it. It's a bit expensive. We do want to run the Soul Tack again for sure. They do have 2 large range units. So the Fog is not terrible, but I think we can do better than the Fog, potentially. We can buff this a little bit more. Double Potion is nice in case we don't win for some reason. A couple more buffs here is okay. If we Mix-a-Wizzle this, that might be worth putting in. I don't think I'm going to, but that might have been worth putting in. So we do need to attack properly, which we did not. So I believe that we're going to take some damage here. Do we just lose? We don't. Okay. So we have a temporary reprieve. We need to get some more health on the copycat. So based on what they have, it's 27 or 37. So if we can get some additional health on this copycat, then it can live through a single attack. So I think that's our current goal, is we're going to see if we can find a health buff for it. Alternatively, we can just find a second copycat. He still has the dragon, which is really scary. I don't think I can afford the knighthood. I think I can grab the copycat, but I think I have to roll. Is this another good boy? I need this copycat to be bigger. We'll lock for the good boy. And I don't think I can run a second copycat against the soul tack, or against the dragons. Technically I could put the soul tack like here maybe. We just have to hope that we attack first since they both have dragons. So they pigged us. Alright. So they can still very easily scam us with the 9th book here. So we're not out of the woods yet. We are in an okay position, but we're casting another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're casting another 6 spells. So Apple plus Falling Stars kills our Robin Hood. So I don't believe that that's going to be enough. Okay, so now we are against the dragon, so now we really need to get above 27 attack. Which means that I don't even think I pick up this good boy. Because I think we have enough stats to win, as long as we can get this enough health. Okay, wholly and completely believe that. It's not enough health yet, is it? 27. We could double shrivel if we find it as well. We have a bit of extra gold that we can look. That's the tree. Gotta roll a little faster, I think. We're gonna try for this. Fog, isn't it? Alright, this is what we've got. So no dragon. So 50-50. Oh, they pigged our good boy. Well, I guess we lose. Fuck, that's unfortunate. Alright, I guess we died. They won and 7'd us with the good boy. Or with the Pigamorph. I think we win that very comfortably if they don't hit the 1 and 7. That's too bad. That's too bad. We'll take our 8 points, but not where I would like to be at this spot. Okay. I guess it is what it is, and we will be back for the next round in just a little bit here. Yeah. Well, we'll keep it up. I'm pretty sure that we need to get basically all firsts from here because we got a second, but we'll have to see how the scores end up breaking out. Second isn't terrible, certainly, but the cut is going to be really harsh, so the firsts are dramatically more important, especially with how bad our breakers were. But okay, yep, we'll be back.